Hey everyone, hope your day is going well. You're back with another reaction. We're listening to Tears of Things by U2, and this is off their new EP, Days of Ash. And this was a Patreon request by Jerry. Thank you so much for this request and donation. Let's have a listen.
There's no start to this story, and I can see no end. Two young men hearing voices whisper in the wind. I woke up made of marble, a shepherd boy in shock. Michelangelo released me from a single block. I'm David the giant killer with heart-shaped eyes. I was naked as a soldier, far from my mother's cries. Oh, the tears of things, the tears of things, rising like a flood. The tears of things, the tears of things, I'd cry them if I could. Was it you, Lord, I was listening to? You didn't say much. Said, let my fingers form you, be fashioned by my touch. Be open to be broken, as every heart that sings. No voice and drum can overcome a symphony of strings. Said you'd make of me an instrument for melody and word. I wonder as I fall asunder, was it really you I heard? Or the tears of things, the tears of things, songs made out of rain. The tears of things, the tears of things. Here we go again. Mussolini came to see me, a shadow by his side. Church bells ring, are vanishing, and the vanishing denied. 6 million voices silenced in just 4 years. A silent song of Christendom, so loud everybody hears. Before the roar, before the blast, stench and shame, there's a howling, wailing sound, screams your name. I'm David, not Goliath. I was born in Bethlehem. Now there is no wash if there is no them. My eyes were burned from all I learned. There are things I can't unsee. In this your holy war, there's nothing holy here for me. More the tears of things, the tears of things, rising like a flood. The tears of things, the tears of things, I'd cry them if I could. If you put a man into a cage and rattle it enough, a man becomes the kind of rage that cannot be locked up, no. It cannot be locked up, no. It cannot be locked up. Dear God, you made us so you wouldn't be alone. Every heart is exiled until our heart gets home. Don't send us back to stone. Don't send us back to stone. I was made for worship before I spoke
Hmm.
things, the tears of thanks, let the desert be unfrozen. The tears of things, the river sings. Who would choose to be chosen?
Ugh. Dang.
River, sea, and mountain, desert, dust, and snow. Everybody is my people. Let my people go.
Wow. Jeez, there's some heavy hitters in this song, bro. Yeah. Too many lives have been lost. That is one thing we can all agree on, I would imagine. Wow. That's a powerful song. Bono sounds amazing. You know, his voice is basically still the same. Really nice. The guitars here were really great too. Especially the acoustic gave me almost like a folk vibe, you know, but then wrapped in that U2 sound. And yeah, and then the electric guitar, really, really powerful stuff. The writing here is phenomenal. And this is from the perspective of the statue of David, and we see him appear a few times in the video. It's one of my bucket list items to go see it. It's in Florence, right? Yeah, that is one of those things. It's amazing. Now I didn't know this, and of course it makes sense. But he said in the lyrics, Mussolini came to see me. What has this statue seen throughout the years? Now, you know, that's something I think about. But then the specific people's like, oh, really? So I go look at him. This guy also, oh, it's kind of, yeah, what has this statue seen, right? Amazing. The heart shaped eyes he mentioned is so subtle, but it's there. And I don't think the reason for it is really known. Perhaps I'm wrong about that. I don't know for sure, but it's one of the things I would love to see one day. Try to make that happen. Yeah, yeah. What a great angle to take here. Two young men hearing voices whisper in the wind. You know, Michelangelo, release me. You know, a shepherd boy. He killed the you know the giant, right? Goliath. Um, Carved from a single block of marble by Michelangelo or Michelangelo. Really good. Yeah, that's a great idea, man. I love that. Beautiful writing. The tears of things rising like a flood. It's almost like, you know, the sorrow from existence, right? And there's so much going on in the world, so much misery, so much pain, and you know, the tears of everything that's going on could almost cause a biblical flood. You know, it's not going to come from the heavens these days. It's going to come from us because the things that we do to each other. I'd cry them if I could. You know, of course, a statue can't cry, but it's a great metaphor there. Uh, Really beautiful, you know. And then he's kind of questioning, Lord, was I listening to you? This is very important, I think. Is this God that I'm hearing right now? Whether it's to create something beautiful, like music or the statue of David, or later on, you know, to create conflict or to, you know, fight in the name of God. Is this what I'm hearing really God, or is it my ego, or is it delusion? We need to question this, you know, before we take any drastic measures. Because anybody can claim to hear a voice. Sure, I believe you, but where is that voice coming from, right? We need to kind of be careful who we believe is a conduit for powers from above. You know, it could be just an insane person, right? So we have to be very careful with that. Then he's going into history, which is very important too. The Mussolini came to see me. Great rhyming there too, by the way. The voice of the drums. What was it? No voice and drum can overcome a symphony of strings. Drums often associated with war. Sadly, you know, because they boom, 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 boom. You know, while they're marching. But symphony of strings, they have to work together. It's beautiful. I love that for melody and word. Again, was it really you I heard? 6 million voices silenced in just 4 years. Of course, referencing the Holocaust, the silent song of Christendom. European Christianity remained silent for the most part. I've read a lot of books about the Holocaust, also a lot written by survivors, and a lot of they say they thought the world was ending, that nobody was out there anymore, or else they would come to get him, right? Because who wouldn't? We're here stuck. Nobody's coming to get us. So a lot of them thought, hey, it's probably the end of the world. Nobody's out there anymore. That's why they're not coming to save us. How heartbreaking is that? Yeah. Uh, yeah. Then he kind of switches to Christ. David, not Goliath. I was born in Bethlehem. Eyes were burned from all I learned. So yeah, it's amazing. Great perspective or angle to take here for the writing. Is this your holy war? There's nothing holy here for me. It's yeah, it's tough to admit that all of these conflicts are basically pointless. People don't want to admit that. They're always going to find some justification. No, but it's because of, or this is because of, or for our freedom, or for the. It's not. It's just pointless and senseless violence. Yeah, it's and then of course one of the most important lines to me is because when people go around talking to God, it always ends in tears. When people claim God, whichever God you believe in, and you don't even have to look too far in history. When they claim God, one side or another, it always ends up in blood. It always ends up in violence. It's never for love. So that's a very scary thing, right? It's just look to history, so many examples, and perhaps it's going on right now in different parts of the world. So yeah, that's a very powerful line. Another one is the end that I felt the pit in my stomach. Who would choose to be chosen? People who kind of claim that they're chosen, they choose that themselves. Who would do that? Nobody chooses that. Nobody wants to really. No great leader chooses their own power. Really. There you go. Wow, man, this is a powerful one. It's very thought provoking. And I think a lot of people should really look at things very critical when they kind of reflect on some of these ideas in the song. Uh, Especially to, if you're on a certain side, that's the side you should look more critically at instead of the other one. That's easy. It's easy to criticize the other side. It's much, much harder to kind of look at your own beliefs and your own ideas or ideology, whatever you have, and bias, kind of look at them very critically. It's very hard, very, very difficult, but you can do that if you choose to. Yeah, let my people go. This fantastic song. Thank you for introducing me to it. If you have any other recommendations, let me know. Hope to see you there. Peace.